Hello students, welcome to another class of English. Students, can you remember what we have learned in the last class? Yes, we have learned about a poem, The Invention of Shoes, and this video is the continuation of the previous class, chapter 1, poem, part 2, page 24 to 26. In last class we have seen from page 22 to 23. In this class we will be looking at the remaining pages, page 24 to 26. Let's move on. Before that, students, you should not skip the video. Got it? It is not wise to skipping the video. Don't think that you are brilliant. What are the activities that you are doing by watching this video? That all were recording. Got it? So we know that how many minutes you are watching, wherever you are skipping it, that we have the record of it. So don't never ever skip the video. You must watch the video from the beginning to end. Got it? Let's move. Summary of part 1. Let's have a quick look at what we have learned in the previous video. The Invention of Shoes is a poem by Rabindranath Tagore which explores the inability of people to use their common sense to solve a problem. Okay, it is The Invention of Shoes is a poem written by whom? Rabindranath Tagore. And this poem explains the inability of people, மக்களுடைய இயலாமை. ஒரு ப்ராப்ளம் இருக்குது, அந்த ப்ராப்ளத்தை எப்படி சால்வ் பண்ணுறதுன்னு தெரியாமல் மக்கள் தவிக்கிறது தான் இந்த போயம் வந்து சொல்லுது. It is about the king named Hobo. He was worried that whenever his feet touched the ground, it got dirty. So he called his minister Gobu and asked him to look for a solution. So there is a problem for the king and he was worried that whenever his feet touched the ground, it got dirty. அவருடைய பாதங்கள் எப்பெல்லாம் தரையில் படுதோ அப்போ வந்து அது அழுக்காகுது அப்படின்னு அவர் வந்து ரொம்ப வருத்தப்பட்டார். So he called his minister and he asked him for a solution. So all the courtiers of his kingdom, they planned to buy millions of brooms. So the people, those who are in the kingdom, they thought that the problem is the dust. So they thought to clean the dust and they bought millions of brooms. Workers were called. The dusting of the kingdom began. So they called the workers from the country and they started cleaning the city. The dust covered king's face and chest. The kingdom was almost buried under dust. So what happened? There were millions of brooms and there were so many people started cleaning the place. So everywhere it was dusting. The haze of dust was all around the city. Okay, dust. அந்த ராஜாவோட ஃபேஸ், அப்புறம் அவரோட செஸ்ட், அவரோட அரண்மனை எல்லா இடமும் சுற்றி ஃபுல்லுமா டஸ்ட் வந்து ஃபுல்லுமே கவர் பண்ணிடுச்சு. Let's see what happened next. So let's all turn our book to page number 24. Page 24, let's read from the beginning. The king remarked, "Now really sore. To clear the dust, they have added more." So students, as we know, the ministers, they decided to use brooms to get rid of the dust. But what happened? Through the brooms, it stirred too much of dust and all over the street, everywhere there were too much of dust, and which made impossible for all the people to breathe. So now the king got so angry and he said, "To clear the dust, they have added more. Instead of clear the dust, that you were adding it more." Now the problem became so serious and The king was so worried and he said, next line, so to douse down the earth and settle the dirt. So you have to, whatever you do it and settle down the dust. You have to remove all the dust. So they were coming up with another idea. Some 2 million watermen came. Okay, so now they are bringing 2 million watermen. பேரல்ஸ் எல்லாம் வச்சுட்டு நிறைய தண்ணி எடுக்கிற கேனோட நிறைய பேர் வராங்க. They drained all the lakes to fill water bags and boats couldn't sail on the stream. Okay, now what happening here? So they wanted to find another solution, so they were pouring water everywhere. Okay, 2 million watermen came and they were draining all the lakes. எல்லா குளத்துல எங்கெங்க தண்ணி இருந்துச்சோ எல்லா தண்ணியுமே இறைக்கிறாங்க. எல்லா தண்ணியுமே எடுத்துட்டு அவங்களோட அந்த வாட்டர் பேக்ஸ் அதை ஃபில் பண்ணிட்டு எல்லா wherever the dust was they were pouring it everywhere. எல்லா இடத்துலையும் அந்த தண்ணியை வந்து ஊத்துறாங்க. And boats couldn't sail on the stream. ஓகே, எல்லா குளம் ஆறு எல்லா இடத்துல உள்ள தண்ணி இவங்க எடுத்தனால அந்த போட் எதுவுமே அந்த நீரோடைகளில் போகவில்லை. The water beasts died as their element dried. ஓகே, ஸோ அந்த தண்ணீரில் வாழக்கூடிய எல்லா கிரியேச்சர்ஸ் எல்லாமே செத்து போயிடுச்சு. பிகாஸ் there was no water in the lakes or the streams. While the land beasts struggled to swim. Okay, at the same time all the waters were in the land, so what the land creatures will do? They were struggling to swim. They don't know to swim, so they are struggling. All the business was struck in the slim and the mug, and fever attacked every limb. Okay, so in this situation all the business எல்லா ட்ரேட் ஒர்க்ஸும் அப்படியே ஸ்டாப் ஆயிடுச்சு. எவ்ரிவேர் தேர் இஸ் வாட்டர். வாட்டர் மீன்ஸ் எவ்ரிவேர் மட். எல்லாமே புழுதி காடாக இருந்துச்சு. அதில் அவங்க தண்ணி ஊற்றுறனால எல்லா இடமுமே அப்படியே சேரும் சகதியும் ஆயிடுச்சு. ஸோ ஆல் த பிஸ்னஸ் வாஸ் ட்ராக் அண்ட் எவ்ரிவேர் பீப்புள் காட் ஃபீவர், காஃப், ஸ்னீசிங் எவ்ரிவேர். ஓகே, ஸோ பீப்புள் ஸ்டார்டட் டு ஸ்னீஸ் அண்ட் காஃப், sniffed and suffered everywhere because there was dust and mud everywhere. Next, the king said, this army of asses. Okay, now the king is saying, what a lot of fools. They are fools. Okay, has turned all the dust to morasses. What is mean by morasses? A swamp, an unpleasant and complicated situation. Okay, now they were saying, the king was saying, these people have became everything complicated. They made everything complicated, and now the situation is very worse. Next, so they held more talk and from every walk. So now again they had to find a solution to get rid of the mud, and once again everyone they gathered to solve the royal problem. Next, with reeling eyes and dazed surmise. What is meant by surmise? A guess using the evidence you have without definitely knowing. They found of the dust no end. Okay, so again they were thinking, but they had no solution to get rid of the mud. Then let's see. One man had a thought to lay out cloth or cover the land with mats. Okay, இப்போ ஒரு ஆளுக்கு ஒரு ஐடியா வருது, நம்ம இப்படி பண்ணால் என்ன, எல்லா இடத்துலையும் எவ்ரிவேர் தேர் வாஸ் மட் அண்ட் டஸ்ட். ஸோ நவ் தே ஆர் பிளானிங் டு கவர் த லேண்ட் வித் மேட்ஸ். எல்லா இடத்துமே பாய் அந்த கார்பெட்னால எல்லா இடத்தையும் நம்ம மூடிடுவோம், மேட்ஸ்னால மொத்த லேண்டையும் மூடிடலாம் அப்படின்னு ஒரு ஆள் ஐடியா சொல்கிறாரு. நெக்ஸ்ட், ஆர் டே அண்ட் நைட் ஷுட் ஷட் அப் டைட் the chamber where the king sat. Now another idea. First idea, நம்ம வந்து எல்லா இடத்தையும் மேட்னால கவர் பண்ணிடலாம், அல்லது இந்த கிங்கை வந்து நம்ம அவர் இருக்கிற ரூமில் வச்சே பூட்டிடலாம். அவர் வெளியில் வந்தால் தானே அவரோட காலில் தான் தூசிப்படுது. ஸோ இட்ஸ் பெட்டர் டு மேக் த கிங் வெரெவர் ஹீ இஸ், லெட்ஸ் மேக் ஹிம் டு ஷட் அப். அவரை வந்து மூடிடலாம். அந்த சேம்பர் மீன்ஸ் ரூம் வேர் த கிங் sat. If they kept him enclosed all the time, his feet couldn't land in the grim. Said the king, that's neat. It would be guard my feet. Okay. Now the king is saying, yeah, that's fine. If I were in a room and you were enclosed me, that is fine. That will guard feet. என்னோட பாதங்களை வந்து அது வந்து பாதுகாக்கும். Next, let's move on next. But how could I govern my realm? If I am shut in a room, the land meets its doom. I must have my hand on the helm. So here, now the king is saying that it is very true that my feet will guard if I'll be in one room, but how I will rule the country? ஓகே, இப்போ நான் வந்து ரூமுக்குள்ளே இருந்தால் எப்படி இந்த கண்ட்ரி, இந்த மக்களை நான் வந்து பாதுகாக்க முடியும்? ஹவ் ஐ வில் நோ வாட் இஸ் ஹேப்பனிங் இன் மை kingdom without supervising it? I cannot stay inside one room. So there is a problem again. So they spoke again. After all, they come to a conclusion. Call the leather man to sew up the earth in a sack. Okay. So now the king says that call the leatherman, a tanner. Leatherman means தோல் பதனிடுபவர், people who make leather. பையெல்லாம் இருக்குல்ல, அதெல்லாம் மேக் பண்ணுறவர் தான் லெதர்மேன். பேக் எல்லாம் மேக் பண்ணுறவர் தான் லெதர்மேன். ஸோ they were planning to call the leatherman to sew up the earth in sack. ஸோ எல்லாம் இந்த ஹோல் எர்த்தையுமே, நான் அந்த ராஜா போகிற எல்லா இடத்தையுமே நம்ம வந்து லெதர்னால் ஃபுல் கவர் பண்ணிக்கலாம் அப்படின்னு ஒரு ஐடியா வர்றாங்க. It will make a great story to His Majesty's glory and hold all the dust right back. So now they were praising the king and they were planning to bring a leather man and to make leather that means to make a mighty blanket to dust the earth. Next page, let's move on to page number 25. A simple device if we can. Just find out a smart leather man. For such leatherware they looked everywhere. So now they were the messengers from this kingdom. They were just going everywhere in order to search a skilled leather man. They have to find a skilled leather man. So they were searching everywhere, but they couldn't find. They looked everywhere, abandoning all other course. எல்லா வேலையும் விட்டுட்டு ஒரு நல்ல லெதர் மேனை கண்டுபிடிக்கிறதுக்கு வேண்டி போயிட்டுருக்காங்க. But no craftsman found, nor heights to go round. Even after they knocked on all doors, but just as this while they rose with a smile. Okay, so after a long time they were searching. After a long time they could find one person, and they were smiling. The next line, the leathers man grizzled old chief. Okay, now they could find a man who is an old man. He is most skilled leatherman. Okay, and what is mean by grizzled? Having hair that is grey or partly grey. So that means he is an old man. And now he is coming into the palace. My lord, please permit that I may submit a measure to bring you relief. The whole earth you needn't unsheath. Just cover your own 2 feet. Okay. So now this man, he comes to this leatherman, he comes to the palace, and all were there, and he was saying that he is giving an idea. No need to cover the whole earth. It is if we need to cover the whole earth with the leather, that means we need to we need more leather, so we couldn't get that one, so it's better to cover your legs. Instead of covering the whole earth, it's simple to cover your earth. He's giving a nice idea. Next, where it's so easy, we wouldn't be busy. So he was it was a huge problem for the king, but this man, it was making it very easy. If it was all easy to solve the problem, இவ்வளோ ஈஸியாக அந்த ப்ராப்ளத்தை சால்வ் பண்ணிட முடியுமா? we were busy. ஓகே, நாங்கள் இவ்வளோ நாள் தூங்காமல் கஷ்டப்பட்டுட்டு இருந்தோம், பட் இவ்வளோ ஈஸியாக நீ சொல்லிட்டியே. த கிங் செட் பர்சூவிங் அவர் மிஷன். ஓகே, ஸோ கண்டினியூ அவர் மிஷன். இது நமக்கு சரி வராது, நம்ம நம்மளுடைய மிஷனை கண்டினியூ பண்ணுவோம், இன்னொரு சொல்யூஷன் தேடுவோம் அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறாரு. லெட் ஹிம் பி impaled, the minister railed. So now this man was saying, this minister, he was saying that let him punish, அவர் பனிஷ் பண்ணுவோம், or bind him and throw him in prison, இவரை கட்டி நம்ம பிரிசனில் போட்டுடலாம் அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறாரு. The last few lines. But the old man sat down at the foot of the throne, and in leather the royal feet dressed. Okay, but the man did not hear anything. He was just sitting down, and he started preparing a shoe. He started sewing shoes for the king. Why? Gobu now said, and in leather the royal feet dressed. Okay, now he was presenting the pair of shoes to the king. Why? Gobu now said, this was in my head. Okay, now the king was so happy, but this minister, he was saying, இதுதான் என்னோட, நான் இதே ஐடியா தான் திங்க் பண்ணேன், இது என்னோட மைண்டில் இருந்துச்சு, பட் திஸ் ஃபெலோ he got this same idea. Okay, I have the same idea for myself, but somehow this man got the idea. He was just escaping by saying that, and that is how shoes were invented, the earth saved, and Gobu contented. Okay, so this is the story how the shoes were invented, and here the royal feet was saved, so as the earth was saved, as well as the Gobu was saved, and now Gobu was satisfied. Contented means he was satisfied. அப்பா நம்ம இதுலேருந்து தப்பிச்சிட்டோம் அப்படின்னு அவர் மனசில் நினைக்கிறாரு. Okay, so students, I hope you have understood it. If not, let's watch a video so that you can understood it more easily. Let's move on to the video.
The Invention of Shoes by Rabindranath Tagore. Once upon a time, King Gobu summoned his minister and said, Gobu, why should dust dirty my royal feet whenever I step on the ground? You must put an end to this at once, or else face my royal wrath. Gobu wondered and worried. He pondered and perspired. Scientists and learned men, scholars and mechanics, after thinking long and deep, said, if you do away with the soil, how will you grow crops? So they thought some more. And then they made a purchase of 17,50,000 brooms. The dusting of the kingdom commenced. The dust covered the king's face and chest. People coughed and choked, and dust clouds covered the sun. Then 21 lakh water carriers set out with bags of water. They ran all over, pouring water wherever they saw a speck of dust. Ponds and lakes were soon overflowing with mud. Water creatures perished, while land creatures tried swimming. People sneezed and sniffed and suffered. The great men racked their great brains again. Someone said, keep the king indoors. If he does not step on dust, no dust shall touch his royal feet. Then, taking matters into his own hands, the king announced, "Call the tanners and wrap the whole land in leather, a mighty blanket for the dusty earth." Everyone bowed to the king. "What a brilliant idea, Your Royal Highness," they said. The chief tanner of the kingdom, an old man, presented himself at the royal court. He bowed, smiled a little, and said, "If Your Royal Highness permits, I have a suggestion. Cover your royal feet, then you shall not have to cover the whole earth." But the king didn't believe the solution to be so simple and called him a fool. Before the king could decide whether to throw him into jail or not, the tanner, who was sitting down at the king's feet, was busy measuring, cutting, and stitching a neat pair of shoes. He presented them to His Royal Highness. The shoes fit King Hobu perfectly. His royal feet felt warm and snug, and most importantly, clean. The minister said, "I had the same idea myself. Somehow the fellow must have got hold of my idea." Thus, the shoes saved the royal feet, Gobu, and the earth.
I hope students you have understood the poem very well by watching through the video. So let's open book page number 26. Open your book to page number 26. There is an exercise. Write a few adjectives that describe the king and his council of ministers in the box provided below. So you have to write some of the few adjectives, means describing words. You have to the characteristics of the king as well as the council of the ministers. So you have to describe them and you have to give some of the words for them. Okay, so you can write down the answers. King, the adjective adamant, finicky, illogical, obsessive. So adamant means the king, what he thought he has to do. Okay, அவர் நினைச்சது நடக்கணும்னு நினைச்சாரு. So he was very adamant. Finicky also the same meaning, a person who is particular about their needs and requirements. Illogical, முரண்பாடான, and obsessive, that also adamant. These four words goes together. Next, the council of ministers, they were unwise and they were scared of the king, and submissive, they were obeyed persons. Okay, write down the answers. If you have finished, open your classwork note. Let's continue to write our answers. Answer the following. Students, write today's date and answer the following. First question. What were the different methods used by the wise men of the land to find a cure for king's problem? What more serious problems did these solutions evenly create? Okay, there are 4 points. We'll write the answers. The ministers decided to use brooms to get rid of the dust, but it stirred too much of dust in the streets, which made it impossible for the king to breathe. Then the minister decided to douse the dust by putting water on it. This led to the lakes getting dried and water animals dying and the boats unable to sail. Another option given was to shut the chamber where the king lived, but it meant the king being shut in his room forever. So this is the answer for the question. So what are the different methods they were using? First, they bought a broom and it creates dust everywhere, so they thought to putting water on it. So it created another problem, the lakes and everything got dried. Again they came up with another idea to shut the king into a room, but that also didn't work. Students, write neatly, look at the spellings and write it correctly. Don't make spelling mistakes. Once again, I'll read for you. What were the different methods used by the wise man of the land to find a cure for the king's problem? What more serious problems did these solutions evenly create? Answer. The minister decided to use brooms to get rid of the dust, but it stirred too much of dust in the streets, which made it impossible for the king to breathe. Then the minister decided to douse the dust by putting water on it. This led to the lakes getting rid and water animals dying and the boats unable to sail. Another option given was to shut the chamber where the king lived, but it meant the king being shut in his room forever. Okay, chamber means room. So one more question we have to write. Let's move on to next question. Spend a little time and think about Minister Gobu and the Leatherman's chief. Do you think they are similar people? Justify your answer. Okay. அந்த மினிஸ்டர் கோபுக்கும் லெதர்மேனையும் நீங்கள் கம்பேர் பண்ணி அவங்களோட கேரக்டரிஸ்டிக் எப்படி அப்படின்றது நீங்கள் வந்து ஜஸ்டிஃபை பண்ணணும். ஸோ கேன் யூ ரைட் த ஆன்சர்? ஓகே, லெட்ஸ் ரைட். No, the Leatherman's chief and Minister Gobu are two different people with different intellects. Where Minister Gobu is doing all impractical things to keep the king's feet from getting dirty, the chief does a very smart thing of covering the king's feet by making him a pair of shoes. Okay, do you think they are similar people? No. They both are two different people with different intellects. Write down fast. Nobody should keep your classwork incomplete. Okay, everyone should maintain your note very neatly and it should be completed. Once when you come to school, we will check all your classworks. So it must be maintained neatly. Got it? So I'll read for you the answer. Read with me. No, the Leatherman's chief and the minister Gobu are two different people with different intellects. Where the minister Gobu is doing all impractical things to keep the king's feet from getting dirty. The chief does a very smart thing of covering the king's feet by making him a pair of shoes. So let's move on. If you have finished, open your homework side, homework note. Open your homework side of your note. Let's move on. Answers for previous homework. Students, I have checked your homeworks which you have sent through WhatsApp. Most of you have written the right answers, but some of you have written the wrong answers. So now here is the answers. Check the answers and rewrite it if you have made wrong. This poem portrays the inability of most people to use their dash common sense to solve a problem. Next, the dash on the streets would dirty King Hobu's feet whenever he stepped out. The dust on the streets would dirty King Hobu's feet. Next, the king told Dash that he would be punished if he did not provide a solution. The king told to Minister Gobu. The poor Gobu decided to call the dash of the land wise man. Most of you written this answer wrong, so check and rewrite the answer. Wise man. After much thought, dash were bought to sweep the dust, brooms. Write the correct answers with correct spellings. Rub and write if you have made the mistake. Along with this, there are some synonyms. Let's move on for today's homework. Today's homework, as usual, study the classwork. Study today's classwork. There are 2 questions you have to study and answer the following. Write this question in your homework note. You have to write the answer for this question and you have to click a photo of it and you have to send it through WhatsApp. Write this question in your homework note. What were the different methods used by the wise man of the land to find a cure for the king's problem? What more serious problems did these solutions eventually create? Okay, students, that's all for today. I hope you have understood the poem and the explanations. So we will meet soon with next lesson in next video. Signing off. Bye bye.